Penn Teller Theater in Las Vegas, Nevada, here's our host, Allison Hannigan.
A show filmed at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas. You know, last time I was in Sin City, my kids didn't exist yet, and neither did hand sanitizer. Yeah. Well, now that I'm back, I am very thankful for both. Tonight, our contenders are trying to beat the odds and hit the jackpot by fooling the pit bosses of magic. And here they are now, Penn and Teller! There's a lot at stake tonight. Any magician who fools Penn and Teller gets the life-changing opportunity to perform in their Las Vegas show. So let's meet our first potential fooler.
My name is Timon. I'm from Amsterdam, and I am a mind reader. So when I was 12, I saw a hypnosis show in a holiday park. I was really fascinated by it. So I basically went ahead and I copied what I saw on stage, and it worked. And I started hypnotizing people. What I'm interested in mind reading is creating an actual magical moment. I don't mean that I'm trying to fool people into believing that I can talk to the dead or anything. I just want them to have an experience where they start to think, well, maybe that was magical. I want to break away from the mystical and dark mentalism style, and I was trying to take it into something lighthearted. The audience senses when you're not being genuine. I think that's the most important part.
Please welcome Timon Kraus.
Thank you. Good afternoon, all of you. It's really good to see you. Now, before we get into this, I'd like to share with you a piece of Amsterdam culture. So if you wouldn't mind, extend your hands to the front. Thumbs out. This in Amsterdam we call the awkward turtle. Do it with me, the awkward rabbit, the awkward rabbits, the really awkward rabbits. And my absolute favorite, it's kind of a team animal. So maybe, Alison, would you mind helping me with that?
Sure.
Hey, I'm Timon. How you doing?
Hi.
Come stand on my side.
Yes.
If you extend your hands like this.
Yes.
It's the awkward cow. It's very, very awkward. My name is Timon, and I am a mind reader. Being a mind reader, I know what you're thinking. You want to have a go as well?
Sure.
You go ahead.
It's nice.
Feels good?
Yeah.
You might be wondering where this is leading. I don't know. Alison, as a mind reader, I really want to know the way people think. So what we just did is not just something that's just a cute finger game. It's also something that I like to call the cow test. Tell me, Alison, what did you enjoy more? Did you enjoy milking more or being milked by me?
I think I enjoyed milking more.
Is your husband in the audience tonight?
No.
No, is he aware of this?
I think that's why he married me. Just kidding.
Lovely. Well, in that case, seeing that we already got to know each other a little bit now, would you offer me your assistance for the next few minutes?
Sure.
In that case, I'd like to invite you for a game.
Okay.
It's a very simple game that I like to call You've Got No Choice.
Okay.
I would ask you if you want to play, but it's not really in the spirit of the game.
Right. I will tell you that I do have a lawyer, but go ahead. Yes, I'll play.
That's fine.
All right. That's fine.
We're just going to play, okay? The game is very simple. All you need to do is to hide this coin behind your back in one of your hands.
Okay.
Then bring your hands out so no one can see where the coin is, but you can't change hands anymore. So extend your hands.
Okay.
You're going to hide it in one of your hands.
Okay.
Then bring your hands out so no one can see where the coin is, but you can't change hands anymore.
Okay.
I will try and influence you 4 times in a row, so that each time I'll be able to tell you where the coin is.
Okay.
So before you make a decision on where to put the coin, I'll need to influence you.
Okay.
So look into my eyes.
I'm looking.
And it already happened, ladies and gentlemen, okay? It already happened. Once you're ready, bring your hands out.
Okay.
And now you could have gone for the right hand or for the left hand, but most women, when they look into my eyes for long enough, have a tendency to take the coin into the left hand in the first round. Yes, lovely. It was 1 out of 4, but it could have been 50-50. So we'll go for the next round.
Okay.
Try it again. And I'd like you to know that most women in the second round will put the coin into the same hand again.
Ah.
I don't want to influence it, I'm just saying, okay?
Right.
So when you're ready,
Wait, but I hadn't chosen yet.
You hadn't chosen yet,
No.
so when you're ready, bring your
Okay.
hands out.
Okay.
Now, if it was you, you could be thinking, Timon says most go for the right hand, so I'm going to go for the left hand. But of course, you know that I know that you know that I know that most people would do that. So if it was you, I'd actually go 2 steps forwards or 3 steps back, doing that thing which is so logical that it actually becomes illogical to do that because you're trying to catch me. I'd actually go for the right hand in this time. Yes. That's sort of work. Thank you.
That's so true. All right.
Alison, we're going to do the exact same thing again, and then we're going to change things up a little. And ladies and gentlemen, Alison might feel like she's still got a free choice, but it's not the case. It's already happened. And I'll tell you where in a moment. So once you're ready, bring your hands out. And I'm not sure if you heard me say it, but I said we're going to do the exact same thing again. And that's what you did. You did the same thing again. So your right hand again, yes? That is 3 out of 4. Thank you. Now, Alison, for the last round, I've got a prediction stating if you will choose right or left in the last round. I will not give you any hints, but be painfully aware of the fact that this round is the last one left. So when you're ready, bring your hands out. You got that? Keep your hands closed, and let's take a look at what the prediction says. I predicted that Alison in the first round would go for left, and that was correct. In the second round, she would go for right. That was correct as well. In the third round, she would go for right, and that was correct. And I predicted that in the last round, I will influence Alison to go for right again. Alison, show us where the head. That's 4 out of 4. Thank you.
Oh my God!
Lovely. Thank you, Alison.
So cool!
It was a pleasure.
Wow, Timon! Amazing! Wow! Oh, that was so cool!
Thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, well, and what's really cool is that when you were saying, oh, then they go for the left, in my mind, I was like, I'm going to go for the left. And then he said that. I'm like, oh, well, no, I'm going to go for the right.
It's freaky, isn't it?
Yes.
Like, I always think that as well.
Yeah, that was very crazy. You were in my mind. How did you do that? So can you read their minds? Do you think you can?
I cannot. I cannot, but I hope people enjoyed themselves. That'd be great.
Well, I mean, I'm no mind reader, but I can tell you entertained us, definitely. All
That is
right,
cool.
let's go to the boys.
Okay.
Penn Teller.
Yes.
Hello. Would you like to tell us what's on your mind?
You know, the problem with mentalism, and boy, are there a lot of problems with mentalism. One of the problems with mentalism
I apologize.
is they always end up with these incredibly complicated things, you know? And the question you always want to ask a mentalist is, what am I thinking, or which hand is it in? And that's what's great about this routine, is it really does go to the idea of what it would be like if you could read minds. Now, the 2 things we're sure of is that you weren't reading her mind and you weren't influencing her. After that, it gets a little tougher.
Lovely.
There is a few ways that the final ending could have gone, and you were covered for all of those. But the more interesting thing that fascinates me is, you know, I wear this ring for my dad. It's for sentimental reasons. And I wear this ring, and I think my dad would have approved very much of this trick and me wearing his ring. So I'm kind of dedicate this whole kind of bust to my dad. My dad was a coin dealer and a jail guard, and also wore this ring.
To be honest, I think my dad would not approve.
He would?
He would not approve at all.
He wouldn't?
Oh.
No, he wouldn't.
Does your dad not like jewelry, or is that a code
My dad
word?
does not like jewelry, and he would not approve.
Okay, wait. So the ring's not the thing? You're saying that maybe what they guessed is not the right guess?
The ring ain't no thing?
No, like...
Wait.
Dad wouldn't approve.
What? Dad wouldn't approve, so does that...
Dad wouldn't approve, so you fooled us.
Yeah!
Thank you. Wonderful. I can't stand up in this.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
We have a fuller!
Did you enjoy it? Thanks for having me.
Timon! Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, you fooled Penn Teller! Our first fuller of the night. More magic and maybe more foolers coming up after this. Let's meet our next magician.
My name is Kyle Marlett, and I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. I think magic is more powerful with things that we all know. The magic I do normally is all with organic items, like items you find around the house, cups and shaving cream and things like that. Both my mom and dad have been very supportive, but my dad, he loves magic, and he hasn't really got to see me on TV a lot, but he's actually gonna be at Full Us. I'm very excited about it, and it's a really great opportunity because recently my dad was diagnosed with cancer. So for me to go out and try to fool Penn Teller, this is the first time he's been able to see me shine in this big of a surrounding. I know he's gonna love it. But just having him there in the audience is going to be a really special moment for me to show him everything I've accomplished because of the support that they've given me.
Please welcome Kyle Marlett.
What is up, everyone? My name is Kyle Marlett, and I am a magician. Thank you. Tonight we're gonna do something really awesome, and I need the help from two people. And I thought the lovely Allison might be able to help me, and the lovely Penn might be able to help me. Give them both a round of applause. Nice to see you. Have a seat, Penn. Good to see you again. Have a seat. Relax. Chill out. Doing good. You know each other.
We do.
You go way back. All right. So I have a deck of cards here, all different, all mixed up. All different, all mixed up, all different mixed up. Now, I need one of you to pick a card, but here's the thing. I don't want to play favorites. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. So I thought the best way for you guys to decide who picks a card is to play a quick one-round game of rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
So get in the starting position.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm going to throw rock, just so you know. Okay, so I am going to throw rock. So be ready. Okay, ready?
All right.
I think he's messing with you.
I think he is too.
I'm going to throw rock.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Set, go. Ooh,
No.
he said he was gonna do it! He said!
That's the way it's played, just so you know.
He said he was gonna. Allison, we all can't be winners.
I know.
Sorry. Now, Penn, I'm gonna ruffle my thumb down the side deck. I just want you to call out stop whenever you want.
Sure. Stop!
Right there?
Yeah.
Great. Now, I want you to notice this is the card that you're gonna get. That's the card you stopped at, the King of Hearts. Now, you guys could probably tell, but the people here in the theater and the people at home might not be able to notice that I work out. Why are you laughing? I will prove that by taking your card, the King of Hearts. And Allison, I'm going to tear this card. But I want you to see in here that I'm actually tearing this card, okay? You can hear it?
Yeah.
You can see it? Pen? You can see in here?
Sure
You're
looks
ripping
that
the
way.
card, right?
It looks that way, yeah.
I'm gonna finish it, but here's the thing. I don't want to finish the tear all the way. I want to leave it on just a little bit. Okay. And that's because I want you to finish the tear.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to think I'm doing any monkey business or anything like that.
No monkey
Okay,
business.
so go ahead and finish the tear.
I take it?
Yeah, go ahead. That really came from that card, right?
I'm sure seems it.
Do you lift? Because that's impressive. So hold on to that corner. We're going to get to in a moment.
Okay.
But I'm going to take your card, the King of Hearts, missing the corner. Goes right here in the middle of the deck. Yes? I'm going to put it right here, and I'm not going to touch it. You can keep an eye on it if you want.
I will.
Do you guys drink tea? Are you a tea drinker?
You drink
tea,
yes.
right. So I didn't know what, we're gonna make up a tea, but I didn't know what type of tea you guys like, so I brought 5 different flavors of tea, excuse me, pardon me. Perfect, 5 different flavors, right?
Yeah.
We have green, mint, lemon, peach, and black. Now each tin has about 20 or so tea bags in it.
Okay.
That gives you guys the option of over 2,000 tea bags to choose from. I thought if I trick didn't fool you, my math would. So obviously not. Now, Penn, there's 5 tins of tea. Go ahead and pick whatever one you want. It doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, I'll pick.
Go ahead, yeah, go ahead.
I'll pick mint.
Go ahead and take it.
I'll take it.
Okay, we don't need these.
No, we don't.
Okay, and
We don't need that, no.
we don't need that. Okay, so do me a favor, open it up.
I will.
Very strong. Okay, you can see there's a bunch of bags of tea,
Yeah.
right? Yes? Smell it? Smells nice,
smell the
right?
mint is
Only the best for you. All right? Do me a favor. Reach your hand out and offer Allison a tea bag.
Allison, would you like a tea bag?
Why, thank you. Pen.
That came off way worse than I thought it was going to. Okay, okay, so do you want to change your mind? You can change your mind.
To not take Penn's tea bag?
This is going a whole different direction.
Yes.
Whole different direction than I thought it was going to.
Picked the wrong two people, that's all.
But that's the one you want, yeah?
Sure.
Okay, you can change your mind.
No, I'm happy with this tea bag.
Penn, we don't. Okay, perfect. Now, I also have a cup. Yes, empty cup.
That's a cup. Yep.
Empty cup. Yes. With your left hand, do you mind holding it by the handle?
Yes.
Yeah, your left hand.
All right.
Perfect. Now, I want you to hold it up like you're toasting Penn, like you're like cheers. So, Jimmy, hold it up just like that. Don't move. Can you hold it? Perfect. We're gonna take the wrapper, and Penn, you can have that. That's for you. You're welcome. And you can have the rest of it. You're welcome. We're gonna put the tea bag inside. And can you put your thumb on it so it doesn't fall in like that? Perfect. Okay. Now I have some warm water. It's not hot. Don't worry.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sure we have liability here somewhere. Okay.
You're trying to pass off making tea is
You
dangerous?
feel the steam? It's like a sauna. Okay. So that's it.
Good.
Thank you. No. I forgot about your card. Okay, so you picked the King of the Spade, Hearts.
Queen of
King of
Hearts.
Hearts. This deck's been here the whole time.
Has been, hadn't touched it.
I haven't touched it. Look, I want you to see.
Hot.
Is it hot? You got it?
fine. I'm good.
Just man up. It's cool. Okay. Here we go. If you don't mind.
Oh, sorry.
You can now see that King of Hearts is completely gone. We have the King of Diamonds, King of Clubs, we have a King of everything but the Hearts, right? Like, it's gone. Allison, you can see? Yes? Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah?
yes.
Great. We don't need these. I like to throw things. Now, Allison, I haven't touched that cup, right?
I know.
Penn hasn't touched that cup.
I'm not.
You would know if two dudes came at you trying to get that cup.
Right.
You'd fight us back.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you would, with your right hand, grab the string and
Yes.
slowly pull up. Okay, go ahead and put the cup down. It's fine. I'll take it. Now, you can see that there's a card. You can see there's a card that happens to be the King of Hearts, missing a corner. You just so happen to be holding
I am.
in the corner. If you guys would come together and see if that matches 100%.
Wow.
Right there, ladies and gentlemen, 100%. Thank you very much. Give these guys a round of applause.
All right. Oh. Woo. That was fantastic. Yes.
Except the whole tea bag incident.
I think that's what we enjoyed a lot too. Wow, that was wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes.
Exciting to be here in Vegas, right, with you guys.
And your dad's here in the audience tonight.
Yes, so my pop is here. It means a lot to me. He's never seen me, he's seen video of me doing stuff, but really has this.
Where is he, sir?
Right over there, the guy with the glasses. Looking all funny.
They're ready. I'm going to check in with them.
Good.
All right. Mr. Penn, Mr. Teller.
Your dad should be very, very proud.
Thank you.
Because that's got a lot of work going into it.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of work going into it. You know, I do love tea, and I'll tell you, you said something about there being thousands of tea bags there, and there weren't, of course. That was just a little joke. But I will tell you, that tea was very, very special. And that tea takes a long time to make that tea. And when you said I had a free choice of any canister, I did.
Yes.
And when you said she had a free choice of any tea bag in that canister, she did. Yes. But boy, it was a lot of work. And I'll tell you, it looked like there was a lot of chance involved, but I will tell you right now, the chances that she was going to pick the right tea bag out of the right can with the right card in it were 100%. It was all entirely under your control. And I'm going to say something that actually I think you know, but you may not know. And it's fascinating. Sometimes magic and criminal activity overlap. In cards, obviously, we have the gambling cheats who use some of the same techniques that card magicians use. But this technique that you use with the tea bag is a technique that has actually been used very successfully by people who are running numbers. Did you know that?
I think I know what you're saying, yes.
So you think you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And I think you know that although you did a great act and your dad should be very proud, a totally original effect and a lot of work, maybe the hardest work than anything we've seen on this show, but you didn't fool us. Is that right?
That is correct.
You didn't fool them.
But I'm honored to be here, so thank you so much, guys.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. You were awesome. Thank you, Kyle, Marlett. Stick around because later in the show, Penn and Teller work their magic. Welcome back to Fool Us, where magical minds duel it out mano a mano, or in this case, duo a duo. Take a look.
Hi, we're the Evasons.
The mentalist duo.
We met 33 years ago.
As soon as we met, we had an instant connection.
We've lived together, we love together, we work together.
That's right, 24/7.
When it comes to mentalism, Tessa is it. She is everything a psychic could possibly be.
I do have strong intuitive thoughts.
She knows what my needs are, what my desires are.
It's just a part of who I am.
Mentalism is a branch of magic. It's magic of the mind. Magicians defy the laws of physics, and mind readers defy the laws of privacy.
This couple takes their connection to a whole different level. Please welcome the Evasons.
Ever since Tessa and I first met, we've always had a strong connection between us.
And tonight, we're going to connect with you in the audience.
So I'm going to work with you in the audience, one-on-one, together, and we're going to try to send some of your ideas to Tessa. Here we go.
To make sure that I don't see what happens, I'm going to wear this blindfold. Watch closely as I put it on. It not only shuts out my vision, it also helps to increase my concentration. And now we're going to give you a little taste of what it would be like if we could connect with each other thought to thought.
If you have some objects, pull them out. Personal things, driver's license, ID cards, credit cards.
Oh, I love credit cards.
We'll even do cash here this
that's
evening.
even better.
For your convenience.
Yes.
Anything personal, pull it
Yes,
out.
whatever you have with you, any item that you've carried with you that has meaning in your life. That's what we're looking for.
Can you identify this now, Tess?
This, I'm thinking that you have a case. I believe what would be normally in that case would be some eyeglasses.
Yes, you guessed it now. You guessed it. Now that's it, definitely, and it belongs
To this lady?
this woman.
Yes. And I was wondering, ma'am, some people might call you Viv, but is it Vivian?
Is your name Vivian?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Vivian. That's fantastic. We'll get over to this side of the room. We'll get over to this side. What have you got? Personal thing.
Very good. Thank you so much. And that gives you a sense of the sort of things we want to connect with you on. Things that belong to you, things that have a story to tell about your life, because I guarantee you, if you try it, you'll never forget this experience.
Here, describe this now. There it is. It's this man.
Now, this man is concentrating.
On this next.
I'm hearing sound, I'm hearing music, and I think it has something to do with an instrument. I think about the strings of a guitar, but I believe that might actually just be the pick.
That's right. Yes. And the color of the pick?
A bright color, an orange color.
It is too. That's it. You got her attention.
Wonderful. I want to take this on another level also. Any other item that you might have.
Can you say this man? Examine his name, Tess.
Is he thinking of his name now? I get an impression of a name like, sounds to me like Cash.
Is your name Cash?
Yes.
It is. You didn't show me your name. Never asked you your name. You've got something personal?
Think of what it means to you. I don't see an item, but I get a feeling about a person. I think whatever it is you have connects you with that person. In fact, right now I'm thinking about some jewelry. I think it's a watch that you have.
See, that's right. See, it is a watch.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. I do.
Is there something special about this watch? Yes or no? Don't tell me anything. Is it something special?
Yes.
Yes.
It's in your heart. It's in your mind. It's all about the person who this connects you with. I get family, I get a mother-son connection in this moment. Is this from your mother?
Yes.
It is.
Fantastic. Is your mother's... Can this be right? Have you got... Say this. Is your mother's name engraved in the watch, on the watch, anywhere? Yes or no? Is it engraved?
No.
How many people in this room know your mother?
One?
Is there any way in the world Tessa knows your mother?
No.
No. Totally impossible. Focus on your mother's first name. I'm not going to ask you. I want you to focus. Send first thoughts to Tessa. Name of his mother, Tess?
Cora.
Is your mother's name Cora?
Yes.
Fantastic. You got excellent, excellent
Thank you
Tess.
for sharing that.
Let's
Thank you.
go one step further. Could I ask you to help me out, Penn and Teller?
Sure.
Yes. Do you have any money?
Money?
Yes.
You want money?
We're gonna get something really challenging. If you
Oh,
have a
this is
large
wonderful.
bill, like the bigger the bill, the better she gets. This
That
is
is
perfect.
so true, yes.
Just remember the value of this bill. It's in mine. More, Tess.
I want you to think of what it's worth. I know we asked you for a large bill, but you did have the opportunity to choose any value that you wanted.
That's correct.
But I believe that you selected a $100 bill.
Yes.
Concentrate carefully.
I want to concentrate with you on the bill. I am sensing numbers only. Forget the letters. I'm thinking there's a 9, followed by an 8. I'm thinking...
That's correct.
Thank you. A 2.
Yep.
And then an 8.
8, yep.
It's a little hazy now. I want to be sure if I get it right. First, I thought it was a 2 next,
Yep.
and then a 4,
Yep.
and this is where I lose you.
Can you get what the last 2 digits are?
Is it a 3 and a 6?
Yes, it is.
It really is exactly. That's it. She got the
That's it,
serial
exactly.
number. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Tessa.
Thank you. It is so good to see you all again in person. It's been such a pleasure. Oh, that's why I do it, Teller. You read my mind. Thank you.
The Evasons!
Thank you very much, everyone.
That is incredible! Whoa!
Can you imagine what it would be like to be married to a woman like this?
Oh my goodness!
We have
Well,
no
you
secrets between
clearly let her do all the decision making, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. I mean, do you ever talk?
There's no need to, really. But
You must have the perfect relationship.
It's pretty good. We've been together for 33 years.
Wow.
34.
Oh, geez. Maybe you need to teach him a little bit.
I will just
Right.
a little bit. But it's a powerful thing to have, right? Yes.
Absolutely. So I'm sure you've never fought a day in your life, right? Because you always know what he's thinking.
But I
Right.
even know what he's thinking right now. It's easy. Buffet.
All right, well, let's go to the boys. Penn, Teller, what do you think?
That's what we think. You know, in this day and age of electronic communication, in this day and age of earpieces and iPads and iPhones, seeing someone that does it in the old style and seeing how much better that is than the new style is just breathtaking. Teller and I have been working together for 40 years. Those first few years, we traveled everywhere together. We were driving in a car together, Datsun station wagon, and we decided to learn an act something like this. And we worked and studied and practiced and practiced and practiced, and it was years, and we got good enough to do a deck of cards. They have opened this up to seemingly everything in the world. We worked our asses off for years and didn't get 1/1000th of where they are. The kind of mental gymnastics that are done on this are unbelievable. This is one of those rare acts where the more you know about it, the more amazing it is. Having said that, I'm not going to say any more about it because this act is so good, I already feel like I may have said too much. I want them to be working forever and doing this act everywhere. You know, sometimes when I'm talking, I talk in code to magicians and try to get people to be able to Google stuff and to be able to figure out how it was done and figure it out. I don't want to give you any of that. I want you to just read my mind.
Yeah.
And we know, I don't think, I can say this without any fear of contradiction. I have never seen better at what you're doing. And it is just fabulous.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. So are you convinced that you didn't fool them?
Absolutely.
But you clearly are phenomenal at what you do. So thank you for entertaining us. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the Evasons. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the judge here because everyone is fooling me. When we come back, more mind-blowing magic. Stay close. Where performers try to hit a grand slam by throwing a curveball by Penn Teller. Come on, baseball season, folks. You know? All right, let's meet the next magician on deck.
My name is Chef Anton, and I am a professional trick shot artist and magician. The first experience I had with the pool table, I saw these colorful balls rolling around. They disappeared into a pocket. I went to the pocket to get it, and the ball was gone. It was complete magic to me. I was highly influenced by my grandmother, and she was an amazing pool hustler. By the time I was 9, I was such an expert, I couldn't even get an honest game anymore. It was after that I decided I wanted to blend comedy, magic, and pool ball wizardry. I want people to understand why I love hustling. If I can share that experience, my love with them, done my job.
Please welcome Chef Anton.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I am going to share with you some of the greatest pool hustles ever created. Once you learn the secret to it, you'll never again pay for a drink or a lunch or a really nice gold watch. First, I would like to make sure that the pool table is level. There's one way as a professional that we would check that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Allison, if you don't mind joining me right on over here. Now, Allison, if I were to bet you that I could shoot an entire game of pool using nothing more than, let's say, a little piece of thread from my shirt, would you be willing to bet against me? I mean, it seems like that'd be a good bet, wouldn't it?
Yes.
It's not a good bet.
Oh.
No, you should never bet against somebody like me, because while it'd be impossible to shoot using just a piece of thread, it's not if I change it into a $1,500 pool cue instead. So let that be a little bit of a lesson for you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta admit is that I love hustling. I've been shooting pool since I was a little kid, and I started hustling when I was about 9 years old. But the greatest hustle that I ever pulled off in my entire life was the day that I actually hustled Minnesota Fats. You guys have all heard of Minnesota Fats before, right? One of the greatest pool hustlers that ever lived. I met him at a pool hall. He was playing poker with a deck of billiard playing cards. You ever seen billiard playing cards?
No.
No, they're really cool. They look like this. Well, that's half of them. The other half looks like that. See, it screws together kind of like a pool cue, which is, it's actually really cool. The only downfall, oops, the only downfall to them is the, you gotta remember to tighten them. That's very important. But yeah, see, when they're tightened up, you don't even see the seams, which is kind of nice. You could even look for yourself. All right, now, what I would like you to do, Allison, is to simply push out any one of the cards in the deck. Just push one of those out for me.
Okay.
That's fantastic. Go ahead and show your card to everybody in the audience. I'll turn my back so I don't see it. Make sure everybody gets a good look at the card.
Okay.
Show it all around. That's good. Back over that way. That's fantastic. Believe it or not, Minnesota Fats actually thought that I might be cheating. What are the chances? No, he thought that maybe the deck was marked. And you can see that there's no marks on this deck, on the front or on the back, right? Including the card that you have. There's no marks on the front of the card.
Right.
There's no marks on the back of the card. There's no way that I could possibly know what that card is. Now, what I would like you to do is to sign your name for me on one of those dots. I'm sorry, let's get a pen. There you go. Sign your name for me on one of the dots. That'd be fantastic.
Okay.
Just like you'd sign a card that's destined for eBay.
Okay.
Fantastic. Please let me get that for you. You look like you're busy. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the sticker, place it onto the face side, the picture side of your card. It could be the only queen of diamonds in the world that has your name written on it, right?
Yes.
All right, now, oh, before I forget, we need a couple of pool balls. Do you have a couple of pool balls down there, like in the side pocket, anywhere, it doesn't matter. Any 2 pool balls will do. That's fantastic, very good. One more great billiard bar bet for you. Take 2 pool balls just like so. Learn how to do that, you'll never pay for a drink again for the rest of your life. Thank you. All right. Now, let's recap what's happened here. Allison, you had a free choice of 52 cards in the deck, including 3 cards that were face up on the table that you could have selected, right?
Yes.
You wrote your name on one of these gigantic stickers in your handwriting, and we placed it onto the face side, the picture side of your card. I forgot what your card was now. Your card, that's right. Queen of Diamonds has your name written on it in your handwriting, going all the way into the deck. Yes?
Yes.
The proposition bet for Minnesota Fats was using nothing more than those 2 pool balls, precariously balanced one on top of another, and a little bit of magic that I would be able to find your card with your name written on it in your handwriting out of this deck of cards. Now that would actually be a good bet, right?
Yes.
No, it's not. If you don't mind giving me like a little take one, this one doesn't always work. Could be here for a while. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you the same shot that fooled Minnesota Fats when I was just 9 years old, trying to find Allison's card in the most unusual manner possible. Watch. There you go, needs a little more speed, a little more speed, a little more speed. That's good, that's good. Hit the hat, that's good. Woo! Wait, we actually got one. Would you take that off?
Oh my goodness.
Does that have your name written on it? In your handwriting, is that the one?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the same shot that fooled Minnesota Fats.
That was incredible. Tell me how you got your name.
Oh, Chef Anton.
Yes.
Actually, Chef is an acronym, and it stands for Con Men Hustle Everyone Forever. Kind of always reminds me what I do out here.
I was good. Yes. Okay. Because I was expecting a meal.
Oh, yeah. No, sorry, I don't cook.
All right. And you started playing pool when you were 4 years old?
I started, yeah, when I was 4 years old. Basically, I wasted the first 3 years of my life.
Yes.
Kind of drifting. You know.
Yeah. So, I mean, by 9, you were like a true hustler.
Yeah. My grandmother was like a pool hustler in her day, back around the days of the Depression.
Right.
And that's when it wasn't such a litigious society, so you could get away with this and like not get shot. You know?
And you were making money at 9?
Yeah, I was making money at 9 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, it's what I've been doing.
Do you think that maybe you fooled them?
Oh man, I would never say that on national television. Yeah, no.
Boys, boys, hi.
Okay.
Now we're if you don't talk to us, we're gonna play pool. And I'm gonna lose some money, so.
Lots of good juggling, you know? I mean, there's a lot of juggling in there that I really like. There's a great thing here. The appearing Q was an appearing Kane.
Yes.
And you did a lot of the putting, but you actually confused us. We had to argue about it a little bit because there's a thing called a card sword. And the card sword is an elaborate gimmick.
Yes.
That makes a card pop out onto a sword.
It does.
We're trying to figure out how you built a card sword into a card cue, and you didn't. You didn't, you rat bastard.
That's true.
You just did it with sleight of hand. You brute forced it on there. And as far as the card trick is concerned, I want to change a little bit to stealing. Now, you do bar bets. You ever just steal something like in a store? Because sometimes that's called lifting something in a store, you know? And sometimes you can go in and steal with one hand. Sometimes you can steal with the other hand. Sometimes you steal with both hands and have a double lift at the same time. Have you ever done that kind of stealing?
I've probably done that kind of pickpocketing at one time or another.
Yeah, that's the real hardcore criminal stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
So are you convinced they know everything that you did?
I think they're definitely onto something here.
You're convinced.
But we will still never, ever take a bet with you.
That's a very wise decision.
Well, so you didn't fool them, but you certainly entertained us all. Thank you so much,
Very good.
Chef Anton.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Very
you.
valuable list.
Thank you. We've seen the last of our foolers for the night. That means it's time for the masters, Penn and Teller. See them perform when we come back. Penn and Teller have been watching along with us so far, but now it's time for them to perform one of their famous tricks. Ladies and gentlemen, Penn and Teller!
Thank you, Allison. Thanks so much. Thank you. You know, sadly, we've all gotten pretty used to these. As a matter of fact, the network insists everything that comes in goes through the metal detector. So we all had to, take off our coats, get used to the drill. Now, the way these things work is called pulse induction. Sends out thousands of magnetic impulses every second. One of those hit a piece of metal, it sets off the alarm. This is the handheld version. It's also pulse induction. We're also used to these. But I want to show you this. The interesting thing is, watch this. See? They even hate each other. The problem with metal detectors is exactly the same as the problem with locks. They only work on good people. Bad people sneak on anything, like we had the, that's where Teller has his Misto Deluxe fire pot right there. Teller's concerned about safety, so he also has a fire extinguisher with him. And in case that's not enough, Teller also has a full-size shovel. Thing in terms of that fire triangle. Now, these are the list of the rules that the network has right here of things they won't allow in here. You all know this. Obviously, they do not allow guns, but there's also no snow globes allowed, and nothing over there is allowed, no fire extinguishers, and no non-ticketed showgirls carrying bazookas. That's Georgie Bernasic right there. Georgie Bernasic.
I'm definitely gonna ask how tonight's tricks were done, and I still won't have the answers. What a great night. Thanks for watching. See you.